I got a letter this week that broke my heart and then kind of fired me up. It was from a Gen X man, let's call him Mike, who's 52 years old. And Mike's story is a story that nobody's talking about, but many of you are living through it right now. Mike had a thriving business before COVID. He was the guy who did everything right, worked hard, built something, provided for his family. And then the pandemic hit. His business started bleeding. He took out government loans just to keep it alive, but he had to personally guarantee these government loans because that's what you do when you have a business and you believe in it. But as the economy kept failing, Mike's business also kept failing until eventually he had to declare business bankruptcy. Except here's the kicker. Those government loans, since he personally guaranteed them, he'll still be paying them until 2050. He'll be 77 years old when he makes his final payment. The financial stress destroyed his marriage, not infidelity, not abuse, just the crushing weight of failure. The divorce took nearly 60% of what little he had left. Today, Mike is sleeping on a friend's couch, driving a used car, and he wrote to me saying, "I don't feel worthy. I don't feel lovable. I have nothing to offer anyone." Mike, this episode is for you and for every Gen X man and woman who feel invisible, who feel forgotten, who feel left behind. Let's talk about Generation X for a minute. You're the middle child of the American generations. There's 65 million of you, sandwiched between 77 million millennials and 69 million Gen Zs. Now, the baby boomers got all the economic advantages, and the younger generations, they get all the media attention. And you got the raw deal, and the data backs it up. The data is brutal. 64% of Gen Xers are focused on paying debt right now at this stage of their life, higher than any other generation. And 20% of you believe you will never be able to afford to retire. You were supposed to be in the prime earning years when COVID hit, and instead you watched everything crumble. Small businesses, your businesses, failed at record rates. And unlike corporate executives who got golden parachutes, you got personal loans that you had to guarantee that will follow you to your grave. This isn't a personal failure story. This is a systemic failure story. The system failed you, but here's what the system doesn't understand. Gen X doesn't quit. You're the latchkey kid generation. You raised yourself. You survived the economic crashes of the 80s and the 90s, 2008, and now this one. You've been counted out before, and you're still here standing. Mike, I want you to hear this. That couch you're sleeping on, that's not your ending. That's your launching pad. And that used car that you're driving, that's not a symbol of failure. That's your chariot to your next chapter. The divorce that took half of everything, it didn't take half of you. Your character, your resilience, your ability to love, that's still 100% intact. And I know right now you feel like you have nothing to offer, but let me tell you what you do have. You have survival skills. You've been through hell and you are still breathing. That's not weakness. That's warrior level strength. You have wisdom. You know what matters now. You know what's real and what's BS. You've been stripped of all the superficial stuff, and what's left is the real you. You have authenticity. You can't fake it anymore. And you know what? That's your superpower. Because authenticity is what people are so desperate for in society today. You have nothing to lose. And that, my friend, is the most dangerous position to be in. Because you're about to become unstoppable. Rock bottom is not where you go to die. Rock bottom is where you plant your feet and you push up. And here's the attitude adjustment you need to make right now. Your old mindset was, well, I lost everything. Your new mindset's going to be, I'm starting with a clean slate. Your old mindset was, I'm paying loans until 2050. Your new mindset, I have 25 years to plan to build something even better. Your old mindset was, I'm sleeping on a couch. Your new mindset is going to be, I have a friend who believes in me enough to give me shelter. And you know something, Mike? That's wealth. Your old mindset was, I'm not worthy of love. Your new mindset is going to be, I'm worthy because I've survived, not despite it. Listen to me carefully. Your net worth is not your self-worth. Society has been lying to you your entire life, telling you that the value of man is measured by his bank account, what kind of car he drives, what kind of house he lives in, and his job title. And you know something, Mike? That is complete garbage. That is complete bullshit. Your value is measured by how you treat people when you have nothing, how you get back up after being knocked down, how you maintain your integrity when it would be easier to quit, and how you show up even when you feel like hiding. You think women at 50 plus are looking for men with fat wallets, and yes, some of them are. Let them go. They're not worth your time or your energy. The women worth looking for are women that value a man with character. They're looking for someone who has been through the fire and came out refined, not destroyed. They want a man who knows who he is when everything else has been stripped away. And Mike, you're about to discover who that man is. Now let's talk about dating, because I know that is what's terrifying you right now. How do I date when I'm broke, divorced, and sleeping on a friend's couch? And Mike, here's the truth. You're about to have the most honest dating experience of your life. The first strategy that I want you to adopt is I want you to lead with authenticity. On your first date, I don't want you hiding anything. You say, I'm rebuilding my life after a failure of a business and a divorce. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm on my way up. I'm looking for someone who values character over credit scores. You know what happens? The wrong women disappear immediately, and that's good. They were never your people anyway. And the right woman, she hears that and she thinks, here's a man who's honest. Here's a man who's resilient. Here's a man who knows what matters in life. So strategy 2, I want you to adopt creative dating on zero budget. Sunrise hikes, they're free, they're romantic, they show that you value experiences. Cook dinner together at your friend's place. It's intimate, it's collaborative. There's free museum days, there's art walks, there's community events. Do a picnic in the park with homemade food. Do something romantic like stargazing from a parking lot. You're not trying to impress her with money. You're impressing her with your creativity and your presence. And she's going to find that very romantic. The third strategy I want you to adopt is I want you to look for women who have been through it. Look for women who have also experienced financial hardship, divorce, or life upheaval. They get it. They're not judging you. They're relating to you. Single moms who've struggled, they understand resilience. Divorced women who have lost everything, they know your pain. Women rebuilding their own lives, they're your tribe. They're your ladies. And Mike, here's your secret weapon. It's vulnerability. When you share your story, not as a victim, but as a survivor, you create an instant connection. You show emotional intelligence. You demonstrate that you've done the inner work, and that's attractive. That's what sets you apart from every other 50-year-old man trying to flex material things that he doesn't have. Okay, Mike, here's your 90-day action plan to go from surviving to thriving. Month 1, I want you to stabilize. I want you to get a job, any job that pays bills. Pride is expensive. Humility is profitable, and you need to understand that. And then I want you to create a budget that includes one small life enjoyment item for yourself per week. Join one free community group, a hiking group, a book club, a volunteer organization. And then I want you to update your dating profile with an honest profile and authentic photos and a very honest bio. In month 2, this is the month you're going to build. I want you to save $500 to $1,000 for your own place. Even if it's a studio or a shared house, it's still your own place. And then I want you to go on 3 coffee dates, low pressure, just practice being social again. I want you to start a side hustle using the skills from your old business. And it's key that you exercise at least 3 times a week. And that can be free body weight workouts, running, walking. In month 3, I want you to expand. I want you to move into your own space. Even if it's tiny, it's your own space. And then I want you to go on 2 actual dates with women that you connect with. I want you to increase your side hustle income by 25%. And then I want you to reconnect with 5 old friends or colleagues. Networking is very important here. Remember, Mike, every small win creates momentum. Every step forward proves you're not stuck. Every day you show up is a day that you're winning. You're not trying to get back to where you were. You're trying to build something better, because this time you're building with wisdom and authenticity, and you have nothing to prove. Mike, I want you to say this out loud right now, whenever you're watching this. If you're on the couch, if you're in your used car, whenever, I just want you to say this. I am not defined by my bank account. I am not defined by my business failure. I am defined by how I rise after I fall. You are 52 years old. If you live to 80, you have 28 years left. That's more than enough time to build an incredible life. That's enough time to find love, create financial stability, and still leave a legacy. But it starts today, not when you have money, not when you have your own place, not when you feel ready. It starts today. So to every Gen X man and woman watching this video who feels forgotten, who feels invisible, who feels left behind, you are the generation that survives. We always have been. We're the generation that doesn't need participation trophies or safe spaces. We figured it out. We adapt. We overcome. See, the world counted us out many times before, and we've always proved them wrong. Your best chapter isn't behind you, it's ahead of you, but you have to claim it, and that starts today. So, Mike, get off that couch, not because you're weak for being there, but because you're strong enough to leave it. You will survive. You will thrive. I guarantee you. And when you do, you're going to help the next person who's where you are right now, because that's the Gen X way. That's how we roll. Now go win. If this episode really resonated with you, please do me a favor and drop a comment or share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, your comeback is always stronger than your setback. Thank you for tuning in on the podcast. Thank you for watching on the YouTube channel. Until next time, remember, we're not just dating, we are dating to win, and I will see you on the next episode.